almost every Canadian holds one belief without ever testing it. No Frills is the cheap store. The yellow bags, the bare shelves, the bag your own groceries, no-name everything aesthetic. The whole place is built to tell you one thing before you touch a single item. You don't need to compare. You're already at the bottom. Just shop. And that belief, not the prices, the belief, is the most expensive thing in the building. Because the moment you decide a store is automatically cheapest, you stop checking, you stop reading unit prices, you stop pulling up a competitor's flyer, you hand your comparison to a logo and trust it. And a No Frills, which isn't a scrappy little discounter, but the discount arm of the largest grocery company in the country, is counting on exactly that. So let's start with the thing nobody checks. Is No Frills actually the cheapest? Here's what happens when someone actually tests it. The same items, priced at the same time, cross the discount stores. No Frills wins on some, it loses on others. When a shopper ran a 20-item basket against Walmart earlier this year, 12 items came out cheaper at No Frills, and 8 were cheaper at Walmart. And when prices get compared side by side through the summer, the pattern holds. No Frills takes the corn, the potatoes, its own no-name line, and then gets beaten on something as basic as a pint of berries, where a competitor lands at nearly half the price in the very same week. The people who track grocery prices have a name for this. The cheapest store is a moving target. It flips item by item, week by week. And the only way to know which store wins your cart is to compare. The one thing the yellow bag is betting you won't do. That's the gap between the price you assume you're paying and the price you actually pay. Now, some of you are already typing, but No Frills price matches, so it doesn't matter. You're right that they have one. The won't be beat guarantee. Read the fine print, because the fine print is the story. They'll match a competitor's advertised price on an identical item. Good. But a maximum of 4 items per transaction. They only match stores they define as major competitors in a trade area. And the policy states in writing that who counts as a competitor and what counts as your trade area are decided solely by them and can change at any time. And the match excludes the exact places the deepest savings live. Multi-buys, free offers, exclusive online and email pricing, and any discount from a competitor's loyalty program. So the guarantee that's supposed to prove you never need to shop anywhere else is capped at 4 items, scoped to competitors they choose, and carved out around the deals that move the most money. It's real. It's also built to reassure far more than to reimburse. The shoppers who invoke it every trip are few. The shoppers who feel protected and stop comparing are many. That gap is the product. Here's a second example of reassurance dressed up as savings. In 2024, No Frills made a big public move. It killed multi-buy pricing, the 2 for $5 format, so the lower price applies even if you buy one. Framed as a win for people who can't afford to bulk buy, reasonable on its face. But watch the mechanic. When you remove 2 for $5 and put a single price on the shelf, the only question that matters is, what's the single price? If it's genuinely lower than the old per unit deal, great. But if the new single price is simply what the multi-buy unit price already was, nothing changed. You just moved the number from the fine print to the shelf tag and called it generosity. Food economists who looked at it said they'd wait and see whether prices actually came down. And you in the aisle can't see the before and after. The old price is gone. You only see the new one presented as a favor. That's the pattern. It's not a higher number lying to you. It's an experience tuned to make you feel the comparison's already been done for you, so you stop doing it yourself. And now, the fact that ties it together, because it explains why it's all built this way. Who actually owns the yellow bag? No Frills is owned by Loblaws, the same Loblaw that owns Loblaws, Real Canadian Superstore, Fortino's, Provigo, Maxi, and Shoppers Drug Mart. So when you skip Loblaws and drive to No Frills to save, you haven't escaped Loblaw. You've been sorted by Loblaw into the right bin for your income. Because here's how a conglomerate with a discount banner and a premium banner makes money. The premium banner charges more for the experience. The discount banner charges less and strips the experience out. And the model depends on a price gap between them that the company itself controls. No Frills isn't in a knife fight with Loblaws over your dollar. They're on the same team, sorting you. Price sensitive? No Frills and you feel like you beat the system. Not Loblaws and you pay for the ambiance. Either way, Loblaw keeps you. Not Loblaws and you pay for the ambiance. Either way, Loblaw keeps you. Which is why the cheapest place in the market and the No Frills price are not the same sentence. No Frills has to be cheaper than Loblaws. That's its job in the portfolio. It does not have to be cheaper than Walmart, Costco, Food Basics, or the grocer 2 blocks over. That isn't even in the comparison. Its price clears 1 bar, cheaper than its own corporate sibling. That's a low bar, and cheaper than the expensive version of ourselves is not the lowest price you can find. Meanwhile, at the top of the parent is doing fine. Loblaw just told us how fine. Its second quarter results for 2026, released at the end of July, showed profit north of $750 million, up from the year before. And the company credited its aggressive discount expansion for the gains. So the discount push isn't charity, and it isn't a price war, it's losing. It's a growth strategy, and it's working. In the same stretch where food inflation has outpaced overall inflation for 17 straight months. The discount banner booms and your bill climbs at once under one roof. That's not a contradiction. That's the design. Now let me be fair, because a watchdog that can't be fair isn't worth watching. No Frills is genuinely cheap on plenty. The corn, the potatoes, the no-name line, real value. For a household where groceries are the one flexible number in a fixed budget, it beats the premium banner, and I won't pretend otherwise. This isn't No Frills is a scam. It's something more useful. It's this. The price on the tag is not the price you're paying. The one rule. Only trust the unit price. You're also paying for the comparison you stopped doing because a logo said it was handled, the 4-item cap on a guarantee you thought was unlimited, the multi-buy that quietly became the regular price, the cost of being sorted into a bin a $2 billion company built for you. So don't trust the store. Trust the unit price, cost per 100 grams, per liter, because that's the number the store doesn't control the framing on, and it's the one that tells the truth. Compare the cart you actually buy, not the store's reputation. Use the price match and use all 4 items. If you're going to be reassured by it, be reimbursed by it. And when a store's whole personality is telling you that you don't need to compare, that's exactly the store to compare. No Frills didn't get more expensive. You just stopped looking. And they built the yellow bag to make sure you never start looking again.